In a remote village nestled deep within the woods, a sinister legend circulated about a mysterious figure known only as the Shadow Man. No one knew precisely who or what he was, but everyone in the village harbored a deep fear of him. The legend whispered that the Shadow Man emerged on the darkest nights to punish naughty children who disobeyed their parents. Yet, no one had ever truly seen him or lived to tell the tale. One day, a family named the Smiths moved into the village. They had 2 children, Emma and Timmy. The Smiths were amiable folks and quickly became part of the village community. However, the siblings soon heard stories about the Shadow Man and grew curious. An eerie atmosphere seemed to envelop the village as night fell. That evening, a dense fog began to rise, shrouding the village in an eerie silence. The villagers huddled in their homes, hoping that the Shadow Man wouldn't appear. Emma and Timmy, however, couldn't resist their curiosity. They decided to sneak out of the house under the cover of darkness and search for the Shadow Man to determine if the tales were true. They wandered through the forest, following winding paths that led them deeper into the unknown. Suddenly, they heard a faint whisper emanating from the shadows. It was an eerie chuckle that sent a shiver down their spines. "Come closer, my little friends," the voice whispered. "I know you're seeking me." Emma and Timmy froze in place, unable to move their feet. Fear gripped them as the figure of the Shadow Man emerged from the darkness. He was tall and somber, with glowing eyes that burned like smoldering coals. His smile was unsettling, brimming with malicious intent. "I've been waiting for you," the Shadow Man continued. "You're curious, aren't you? You want to know what happens to naughty children who don't obey?" Emma and Timmy nodded silently, too frightened to utter a word. The Shadow Man's smile widened, and he began to weave a chilling tale. A tale of children taken by him who never returned. Their screams echoed through the woods as he brought them into his shadowy realm, where they were trapped forever. The siblings felt paralyzed as the Shadow Man recounted the horrors of his world. "This can't be," he muttered. Emma and Timmy followed his gaze and froze in terror themselves. There, amidst the thicket of trees, stood the villagers, armed with torches and weapons. They had united to save their children and put an end to the Shadow Man's reign. The leader of the villagers stepped forward and spoke with a resolute voice. "Your game is over, Shadow Man. We will no longer let you terrorize us." To everyone's surprise, the Shadow Man responded with a somber tone. "You don't know what you're doing. My world is cruel, but it's my only existence. When I'm gone, you'll know the true shadows of your hearts." The villagers hesitated for a moment, but then they proceeded with their plan. Torches were lit, and the Shadow Man was engulfed in flames. A bone-chilling scream filled the night as the Shadow Man slowly faded away. Emma and Timmy couldn't bear to watch. They felt torn between relief and pity for the cruel figure. Yet before the Shadow Man vanished completely, he turned to the siblings and whispered softly, "You've sealed your fate. Soon, you'll learn the truth." The villagers breathed a sigh of relief, but their joy was short-lived. For when they returned to the village, a gruesome discovery awaited them. All the houses were empty, the villagers were gone, and the village was deserted. Emma and Timmy were the only ones left, realizing that the Shadow Man had been right. The true horror wasn't him, but the darkness within human hearts. The village had annihilated each other, and only the siblings remained. With tears in their eyes and an incomprehensible burden on their shoulders, Emma and Timmy vowed never to forget what they had learned. While the Shadow Man may have vanished, the true shadows still lurked in the deepest recesses of humanity. And so, they remained, silent witnesses to the cruel reality that would never release its grip. Yet, the question remained, where had the Shadow Man truly gone? Had he truly been defeated? Or had he merely shifted his form to continue lurking in the shadows? The true horror, they realized, might be far from over.